She spoke to a girl only she could see. We thought it was imagination, until the night our daughter disappeared without a trace. My name's Julia, and I live in a quiet town in Oregon. My younger sister, Emily, is 11. A few months ago, we moved to a new house because my mom got a teaching job at a local school. Emily had to transfer schools too, but she was surprisingly excited. New friends, new teachers, a fresh start. The first few weeks went fine. She'd come home talking about her new classmates, especially one quiet girl named Iris who always sat in the back of the class, drawing strange symbols in her notebook. Emily said Iris never smiled, never talked to anyone except her. But soon things changed. Emily's teacher called one evening saying she was worried. Emily had become withdrawn in class, barely spoke, and was eating far more than usual during lunch. At home, she'd eat twice what she usually did and still say she was hungry. Then she started talking to herself. At first, we thought it was her imagination. Kids do that, but the tone was different, serious, sometimes pleading, sometimes terrified. One night, I overheard her whispering, "Don't make me go. I'll be good. Please not tonight." When I asked who she was talking to, she looked me dead in the eyes and said, "She wants to take me away. She shows me what she'll do if I don't listen." I felt a chill crawl down my spine. My mom didn't believe it at first. She thought it was stress or nightmares, or Emily missing her old friends. But then Emily began disappearing. Not for long, just a few hours. We'd find her asleep outside our front door in the morning, barefoot, covered in dirt, with no memory of what happened. The final straw was one night when I found her standing in the backyard at 3 a.m., staring up at the attic window. Our attic has no access from the outside and is always locked. When I asked her what she was doing, she replied in a low voice, "She lives up there now. She said she used to live in this house, and she's not leaving alone this time." After that night, Mom finally admitted something was wrong. Emily's health was deteriorating. She was pale, her lips cracked, and dark circles grew under her eyes as if she hadn't slept in weeks. We took her to a doctor. The results came back normal.
No sleep disorder.
No mental health issues they could find. The doctor suggested stress and recommended therapy. But when we tried, Emily refused to talk. The therapist later told us she spent the whole session staring at a corner of the room, mumbling, "She's listening." It got worse. One evening, I found strange claw-like scratches on Emily's arms. When I asked her, she said, "Iris told me to let her in, but I said no." So she got angry. "Iris?" I asked. "Your friend from school?" Emily's face went blank. "Not that Iris. The real one." That night, we locked every door and window. At 2:17 a.m., I woke up to hear Emily crying in the hallway. She was standing by the attic door, her fingers digging into the wood. "She's in there," Emily whispered. "She wants me to play with her." Mom was terrified now. The next day, she asked around about the house. Our neighbor, Mrs. Holloway, an older woman who'd lived here for decades, lowered her voice when we mentioned strange things. "You bought the Harris house, didn't you?" she said. Their daughter, Lucy, was different. She and her mother were always whispering about dark gifts. Then one day, Lucy vanished. No one ever found her. A few months later, her mother left town. Never came back. Mom came home pale as a sheet. That night, Emily didn't just talk in her sleep. She screamed. We ran to her room, but she wasn't there. The front door was wide open. We found her barefoot in the street, pointing at the woods. "She said I'm next," Emily sobbed. We were desperate. Mom drove Emily to a local priest, Father Thomas, who was known for helping with spiritual problems. When he saw Emily, his face darkened. "Something is attached to her," he said quietly. "Not a demon, but something born from deep hatred. Maybe black magic. Someone called it here." We asked if he could help. He agreed to try a prayer ritual at the house. That night, Father Thomas came with holy water and candles. He told us to stay outside Emily's room while he worked. Through the door, I heard him speaking Latin, then Emily's voice. Except it didn't sound like Emily. "Leave her," he commanded. "She's mine now," the voice hissed. Iris promised. The house shook. We heard scratching from inside the walls, as if something was crawling between them. When the door opened, Father Thomas looked exhausted. "She's fighting back. It's stronger than I expected," he said. "This isn't a haunting. It's a curse. Someone put this family in its path." Couldn't sleep that night. Every creak of the house felt alive. At 3 a.m., I saw Emily sitting in the living room, smiling at something I couldn't see. "She says you'll try to take me away," Emily said, her voice cold. "But she's stronger than you." We began digging into Emily's school. I wanted to know more about Iris, the quiet girl Emily mentioned. When I went to the school office, I asked for a list of students. The secretary frowned. "Iris? We don't have anyone by that name." Confused, I asked Emily again. She drew me a picture of Iris, a pale girl with long black hair and hollow eyes. She's always with me. She said if I leave, you'll get hurt. Clicked then. Iris wasn't real. Or maybe she was something from the house. That evening, Mom found old papers in the attic. Newspaper clippings about Lucy Harris. One article said Lucy's mother was suspected of practicing witchcraft and cursing neighbors. Another reported Lucy's mysterious disappearance. But the last clipping froze us both. A neighbor claimed Lucy's ghost had been seen near the attic window of this house, staring at passersby. That night, Emily woke us by pounding on her bedroom walls. When we ran in, she was staring at the ceiling. "She's coming tonight," she whispered. "She says I'm ready." We called Father Thomas again. This time, he brought 2 other priests. "If we don't cut this off now, you'll lose her," he warned. The exorcism started at midnight. Emily thrashed and screamed in a voice that wasn't hers. "You can't take her. She belongs to me." The lights flickered. Doors slammed. At one point, I swear I saw a shadow crouching in the corner, watching us with glowing eyes. Then Emily stopped breathing. We panicked, but Father Thomas kept chanting. Suddenly, she gasped, and the room fell silent. When it was over, Emily was weak but alive. But Father Thomas's warning stayed with me. The curse may linger. This house is poisoned by what happened here. Leave before it claims someone else. We moved out 2 weeks later. Emily is quieter now. Sometimes I catch her staring at empty corners of her room, like she's listening for something. And once, just last week, I heard her whisper in the dark, "She's not gone. She said she's waiting for me."